Welcome to Love Life After, where we embark on the beautiful journey of love, life, and resilience. I am Christelle, your host and friend on this exploration. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a cherished member of our family, thank you for being here. On this podcast, we'll share personal tales of triumph, heartache, and the incredible transformation that unfold after every challenge. So grab your favorite glass of wine, cup of tea, or coffee and find a cozy spot and let's dive into this magic of love, life, and everything that happens after the obstacle. And remember, your story is our inspiration, and together we'll navigate this journey ahead.
Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen, Baby, you're my coat. She got me feeling like a dope fiend. I'm addicted to a black queen,
It's me again. Welcome back. So I just want to take this time to, just give a quick update and reminder. So if you have not subscribed to any of our channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And also, if you are in the process of trying to start a podcast, don't forget to listen to all of our episodes and you'll be able to use some of our content that we use in some of those episodes. You can use the part that's promoting Buzzsprout to get your podcast started, and I promise you it will be the best thing you've ever started. So I've been doing this podcast for a little over, I think I started in 2018. Yep, we started it back in 2018. So coming up on our 6 years with 9 seasons. Wow, that's amazing. I'm just so proud of us. So, but I do want to take this opportunity to just say thank you to everyone that listened, that's been supporting from day one. Please share this podcast if you enjoy it, you love it, we will really appreciate it. Again, you can subscribe to any of our listening platform. If you're listening right now, you could actually subscribe so you could get updates each time that we have episode. And also promote Buzzsprout in return, because we have been using Buzzsprout from the beginning and we love everything that they offer through their sites. So if you are in a process of trying to start a podcast, you can actually go on buzzsprout.com and subscribe. They have everything you need to get your message out to the world. As far as distribution, they have over 20 platforms that you could distribute your podcast through. So if you have not started yet or have not subscribed to Buzzsprout so you don't miss any of the episode, you could subscribe to Buzzsprout by going to buzzsprout.com to get started. Again, that's buzzsprout.com. Happy podcasting. It's story time. Okay, so in honor of peace season, so I've been talking about this season being peaceful. Everything that I've been doing has been revolving around being at peace with myself and with others, because after going through a healing process, I learned and gained so much knowledge with myself, with people I surround myself with, and even family members. I learned so much. So I took all and everything I learned, I took all of it and I implemented to my daily life every day, and just people I come across. And, going through therapy, because of therapy, I heal. I was able to heal, and I'm still working on some things, of course, but I can also say that, the process had taught me so much about myself and the people I choose to surround myself with. So because of that, I move different with my life. I know who to surround myself with and who not to surround myself with. I know what's gonna hurt me. I know my triggers. So I try to not associate myself with people that are going to bring me down and not be at peace or take away from my peace. Because my goal is to have joy in my life all the time. I know sometimes things happen, but my goal in life, period, is to be at peace with myself, with my family, and everyone that I come in contact with. So, with that being said, I just wanted to share a little story about something that happened a few years ago, which really helped with my peace journey. It helped a lot because what it was very negative to my relationship with myself and my family, and dealing with that in therapy and really healing from that process, it helped me see people differently, and I was able to navigate through it without hurting myself. Well, I did hurt myself at first, without really hurting myself even more than it did, and also like not hurt the people around me. So I use things that I've learned, rather. I've used things that I learned in therapy to help me get through my daily life. Like one of the things, before we get to it, but one of the things that I did learn was to start writing down things that happened to me throughout the day, and writing down things that, that has a negative effect on me in that day. So let's say, for example, I'm around someone today and this is something negative, and it triggers something that someone else, did, something that's just not sits well with me. That's something that just like hurt me, and I know it triggers me to not be myself. So what I learned through that is I had to stop the conversation and ask the person to stop what they're saying and tell them that I'm sorry, apologize for yourself, apologize and say, hey, I'm sorry about, what you said, but I don't feel, or I'm not in the space to handle what you're getting ready to say or what you're saying, because it's not sitting well with me, and I'd rather not talk about it. See, when you start the conversation like that, when immediately stop the conversation from going further into more negative conversation, then that conversation is going to hurt what you have already been working through, to the point where you may leave that conversation feeling very negative about, in anything, whether it's about someone or something. It may not be something that you want to experience at the moment. So it's better for you to just stop everything and just ask. Either you could ask to talk about something else, or you could just move on and say you have to go. But if you know this person is a negative person all throughout, and that person is always negative about everything, then the best thing for you to do is just leave the conversation and ask the person nicely. Oh, you don't even have to explain yourself really if you don't want, because that's what I learned too. I learned that not to, apologize for the stuff that fills my cup. Like, if something makes me happy and I feel like it doesn't sit well with me, I'm not gonna apologize for it, because my mental health is what's important to me, and I'm going to do and try my very best to not let any negativity that someone is bringing into my life affect me. So it's best to just stop conversations that are heading into a negative situation, a negative place where you don't want to be. Okay? So I'm gonna leave that at that. That's just a little example, but that's kind of like going through with what I'm getting ready to say. Because like I was saying, like a few years ago, this happened a few years ago where um I was having some issues in my relationship, right? Like, me and my husband were having some problems, some issues. And I chose this one person that I kept going to consistently and talking to this person about my relationship with my husband. So, but really, I really thought this person had my best interest at heart. So I will continue, if anything happened, I'll go to this person, I say everything I have to say to this person. But little did I know that it was nothing was getting better, right? So, I was still in therapy, okay? I was still in therapy, and this person know I was going to therapy, and I will talk to this person about, what's going on in therapy and what's going on with me and my husband, just like girls, like venting. That's another thing that I learned. That's another story for another day about sharing too much with people that you thought are your friends or your family member, but they really use that to turn it into something negative and hurt you. So that's a different story for another day. And we'll talk about that a different day. But this is about like what's going to bring peace to your life, right? So when someone is like being negative, right? So the best thing for you to do is just stay away from them. But yeah, going back to my story, I didn't realize that this person was using my story, using what I was telling them, and going around and telling other people, right? And then the advice that I was getting was very negative. At the time, it was negative, but because I was not in the space where, I really understood what was going on, I didn't really know because, I really thought for a fact, for sure, that this person had my best interest at heart because I just felt like we had that relationship. But that was not the case. That was not the case at all. This person will go tell other people what I'm thinking we're talking in confidence, right? In confidence, right? But this person will say my whole story and everything, even add more to other people. So when I finally learned, I didn't learn that until like years later that has been going on. But mind you, me and my husband, we were still having like some issues, which she'd known about. But she would like one of the things that I always remember, and I try to like say, because this is just me. Because being that I want to share my story, I feel like I do need to share just a little few detail, so you guys can understand. Like, so let's say for example, I will say like something not going into specific, but like, hey, today he did this to me and, we got into an argument, right? So this person will go to the other person and will be like, oh, do you know what happened? Such and such happened. And then the other, and it becomes like a whole triangle, right? Between me, her, and the other person that she was saying this stuff to. And for some odd reason, that's why I believe in God, because God doesn't let things happen for, just because. It's always a reason, right? So, and for some odd reason, this conversation normally used to come back to me, but I didn't think it was negative at the time because I was being negative too by going and talking about my personal relationship with someone else, which is something that's supposed to stay between me and him, right? Just me and my husband and God, right? Something that was supposed to just stay between us. But me sharing with someone else that at the time, of course, I didn't know what it was hurting my relationship more with my husband because whatever negative that I learned, like that the person advice, like whatever advice the person will give me, I will use that because most of the time it was not positive because it will be like, oh, you should have did this, you should have did that, instead of like, now me will know. Back then I didn't know. Will be like, okay, that wasn't the right way to handle it. Should have like encouraged me or uplift me to try to get the situation better. But it will be like the opposite where I will go back and try to use or say whatever negative that she was telling me, I will come back and use that into my relationship, which was affecting my relationship with my husband even more, right? So for some reason, one day I ended up in therapy, and I was sharing that story. I was sharing the to my therapist about how I was getting these advice, but they was very negative. Um, and then it turns out that my therapist told me that, why do I have to, if we're talking, why do I have to go and talk to her about it? Because my thing was, it was because I needed validation, right? I'm thinking I need validation from this person, but really, I'm just in my mind, really in my mind, I'm just like venting with a friend, right? Or a family member. I'm just venting to this person. But little did I know, this person did not care anything about my relationship. They were just trying to get information so they could spread and use it against either me or my husband, even at that. So my therapist told me to, she said, why do you feel the need to like tell this person what's going on with you and your husband? And I was like, I don't honestly don't know. So I didn't realize that I was doing it, right? And then we were on a trip one day, and something happened. And someone else told me, why do you feel like you have to keep talking to this person about what's going on with you and your husband? And then I was like, I don't know, because my therapist had already told me to stop. But I'm feeling like this person I trust, right? Because at some point before, one of my other therapists told me, if you listen to the podcast, you'll know that I've been through a lot, just going through therapy. And it's not because I'm searching for anything. I just want to be able to like share my story with people that, will understand me, right? So when she told me before, find a trusted person that you could talk to outside of just your husband, that you could vent to. And then that's what I did. And I'm thinking this person is somebody positive that can help me or just be a listening ear. But then I'm getting all this negative advice that I'm bringing into my relationship, and it's hurting my relationship even more without me realizing it, because I'm just thinking it's just us, or it's just me, or it's just him, right? So I will put a blame on either him or me, like, am I doing something wrong, because of the negative advice that I was getting. And so the last time when this happened, I'm gonna stop shortly. The last time this happened was when something really, really bad happened, right? And I didn't know how to deal with the situation. It wasn't my day to go see a therapist, and I can really talk to my friend about another friend that I had about it, because I just felt I didn't want to like share too much with other people. I just for some reason I have this comfort with this person that I thought that had my back. So I shared the situation with my friend again. And the next thing you know, like everybody that know us mutually was coming to me asking me what is going on, right? And I was like, wait, what? Why do y'all know this? You should know this about me because I'm talking to this one person, right? And then that's when I realized at that time that this person was not for me. Because if somebody who said they love and care for you, they should not be going around telling your business to other people. And then I blame myself because I'm the one that was going around telling my story to this person. But because I thought I could trust this person, that happened. So that's when I learned, right? I learned later on that this person was not for me when, things started to happen to me, right? I was starting to get like all this accomplishment, all this, good thing were happening to me. And this person was just negative, or would tell me, oh, why do you have to do that? Or you shouldn't do that. Or it was another thing like, I had an event. The event was supposed to be something that was positive, right? And the person was like, well, why would you do the event like this? Like, I didn't know the event was supposed to be like this. Like, and I was like, wait, why does it matter? Why can't you just be happy? Why can't you just be happy that this event turned out great and everyone is happy? So I say, there's something about this person that's not sitting well with me. So I went home, I prayed about it, I asked God. I actually did talk to my husband about it too. And then the first thing he told me, why are you always telling your story to people? Or it was one of the last one where my husband's like because this person is small mind, that small mind people don't appreciate, or they don't, believe that you can achieve what you did. That's why this person is always so negative about the stuff that all the anything. When I'm telling y'all anything positive, I've never heard from this person something negative. I mean, something positive about what I'm bringing. It's always something negative. Or if I were to say, oh, I want $1,000,000. Oh, you could have won 1,000,000 and two. Like situations like that. So when I learned this about this person, that was the last draw. When I told my husband about what's been going on, that I've been sharing some things with this person. And then after that, and I was like, why can't you just be happy? Why we can't just be happy for each other, right? So that's when I realized that this relationship was not for me at all anymore. So what I did was I felt like I kind of won in the situation because this person thought that they were trying to, make me mad by doing some of the things they did. But they actually did me a favor. So the favor was for them to, really for me to be able to say to this person that I'm not sure what, the situation is or what the problem is, but I feel like it's probably just best that that I don't share anything with that person anymore. So, and then that's ended up what happened. And when that happened, it was like the person was like, oh, I think you should do this instead. And I was like, you know what? This is it. This is best for us to just, move on and go our separate ways, because that situation was literally dreamy. When I tell y'all, I almost lost my husband, y'all. Not because of that, but just because of the things that I was coming home, because of the negativity this person was bringing to my relationship without me realizing it at the time that it was so negative and so detrimental to my relationship with, even with myself, like the love I have for myself. It made me doubt myself so much to the point where, when I got sick, like when I tell you when I got sick, I got sick and I didn't really have a lot of people to tell, and we'll go through that. That's another story too. I got really sick and I didn't have anybody to talk to because at that point I didn't even want to tell my family that I was sick. And the only person who knew at the time that I was sick was my husband. And I kept it. When I tell y'all, I kept it, y'all. I kept it between just me and my husband. And that was the best thing that I've done for us and for me. Because once I started, getting better, I was like, oh my God, what if I would have said this, right? This is where it's heading, y'all. So I said, what if I were to say this to this person and then my health ended up getting worse because of the negativity that I was going to get from this person, right? So, but yeah, that's just part of the story, because the reason why I'm saying this is because we need to start choosing, right? Choosing the right people in our life. Like, choose to stay away from people who are negative, right? People who are bringing us down, even if we don't know it at time. But we need to start paying attention to little clues. It could be as little as, you look really cute today, and this person, you feel cute, right? And this person has something negative to say about what you have on, that brings you down. We cannot let or allow these people, right? These people that are negative to ruin us, to ruin our day, to ruin our life. So we have to try our very best to start living for ourselves and to be at peace with ourselves. And in order for us to be at peace with ourselves, we have to let go of the negativity and the people that are negative in our life. If we don't do that, we are going to be regretful. We're going to regret all that later. But not knowing sometimes when we don't know that these things are actually happening, we have a blind spot, right? We have a blind spot for these people because we feel like these, we love them, we care for them. But you don't really know that this person is hurting you, right? So that's when you realize that, okay, when you finally realize that this person is hurting you and not helping you, that's when you have to find some type of healing. You have to heal from that situation because it's like losing a relationship, right? Because when you letting go of somebody, it hurts. But in order for you to heal from that, you have to seek help. Once you seek help, once you heal from that situation, then you could be at peace with yourself and with people around you. So one of the things, what I said earlier about, stopping the conversation and moving on, that's the best thing. If you feel like the people are the one bringing you down and not bringing you peace, and you're not at peace with yourself, the best thing for you to do for yourself is stop and tell them. You don't have to go too much into explanation or even apologize for yourself. I just chose at that moment to do so. But you could just say, what you're getting ready to talk about, I'm not in the right space to handle it, or I do not want to talk about it because I feel like it's negative. And just leave it at that. And just move on and let go of that relationship that's hurting you. If for some reason you guys ended up like working on things later on, yes. But if it's hurting you now, stay away from that relationship, okay? Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that's helpful for, some of us out there because it helped me. And if it wasn't for therapy, I would have never learned to embrace who I am today and really live in and at peace with everyone. Me and my husband are great right now. We're not perfect because no relationship is perfect, but we are doing really great. We keep ourselves to ourselves. We keep our problem to ourselves. We keep our relationship to ourselves. And we are just having a time in our life where like this season in our life has been like one of the best, like out of all of our relationship. We've been married for coming up on 17 years. And we have the best relationship. Like, he's my best friend. He's who I go to and talk to. And I'm going to leave it at that. And I don't go around talking to my business with other people anymore because you know why? I want peace. So when you want peace and you're seeking for peace, you keep your relationship to the people that have your best interests at heart, the people that you love, your close family, friends, just a small circle. Don't go blabbing around telling your story to just somebody who is negative all the time. I hope this helped, but before I end this, I'm just going to share a few affirmations with you that helped me through some of this negative situation that I experienced. There's more, but this is just something that really did hurt me in the long run. That's why I share this, because I just feel like, sometimes we go in life thinking that we have trust, we trust people, right? But just be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you talk to at all times, because they may say they love you, but their action is saying otherwise. You may not find out until later, but when you do find out, you're going to be hurt. But to get through it, you just need to heal. You move on so you could be at peace with yourself. With that being said, I'm just going to say a few affirmations that help me get through some of those horrible times in my life. And because of that, I am in a better place with myself. I love myself. I'm on this thing called self-love tour where I do not care about what anybody think about me. I focus on me and my family and my job and relationship with the people that I do love and care for, that love me back in return or are positive in my life. And that's my small circle. So here are some affirmations that I love and have helped me through some great time and even some of the bad time in my life. Okay? Before you listen to this, just take a deep breath and you can repeat this as you go. You could say it each time you feel down and just relax and say it, believe it, learn it, and use it all the time. Every time you feel down, every time you need peace, just listen to these affirmations and it will help you get through your day. Take a deep breath with me. Relax your mind and listen. I will start my day out with joy as I want to give what I want to receive. I am deserving of unconditional love and respect. I know that the best is yet to come, and that makes me even happier. All worries and anxieties are leaving my mind, making space for calmness and peace. I will be at peace with myself. I am at peace with myself. My world changes with my mindset and thoughts. If I change my mind on positive thoughts, I will have a happier life. I deserve a good, love life of peace and joy. I'm allowed to take time to myself to recharge my mind and my body. Wonderful things are going to happen to me. I will surround myself with positive, supporting people. I choose to be kind to myself. I am confident in my ability to change my life. I want peace in my life. I deserve peace in all the days of my life. I am thankful to have peace of mind every day. My love is precious and is a gift that I will offer to the people that deserve my love. I am slowly becoming at peace with myself. I am stronger than my current situation. I deserve to have a healthy relationship with everyone. I am learning to manage my emotions. I will attract love, health, happiness, peace into my life. I am the only person responsible for my peace of mind. I will overcome my past struggles and I will overcome any situation that is negative in my life. I will celebrate the beautiful life I am already living. I am worthy of being loved as deeply and purely as I love. I am a priority in my life. My health and healing matter. I am enough. I will become the person I always dream of. I will surround myself with motivated people who love to see the best in me. I am motivated to be better than the person I was yesterday. I am thankful for my creativity and my capacity to enrich others' people's lives. I am happy to grow in any way I can. All my intentions are good and the best. I am perfect just the way I am. I am changing the way I think. I am stronger. I am confident. I am happy. I have the power to do the most incredible things, and that feels good. I'm choosing to feel great and peaceful. Life is too short, so I will not waste my day on bad or negative situations. I refuse to let my thoughts overwhelm me. I can choose to make my curses into many blessings. My life is a gift, and I appreciate everything I have. I will speak only positive words about myself and the people I love. I am grateful to have been given the resources to achieve everything I set my heart to. I am in charge of what happened next to me. I am enough. I am beautiful. I am amazing. I deserve better. I choose to be positive today and every day of my life, and I will enjoy my life and learn to be at peace with myself and other people in my life. I am enough. Now, thank you so much for listening. Thank you. If you stayed till the end, I really appreciate you, and I thank you for everything that you've done to, be a part of this journey and to support. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. With that being said, thank you again so much for your love and your support. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you join us next time as we embark on this journey of self-discovery, healing, and building connection. Together, we'll explore the depth of love, the complexity of life, and the limitless possibility that await us on the other side of adversity. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, please email us at lovelifeafter18@gmail.com or hit us up on our Instagram at love.lifeafter. We would love to hear from you and hope you let your story become our inspiration. Peace. See you next time.